So I'm at good old J&K cigarette outlet here in Lowry Station, Pennsylvania. It is August, what's today's date? Let me double check on that. August something, anyway. Yeah, talk about false advertisement. Yeah, it says it opens at 8 o'clock from Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. It is now 8:08. 8:08. Kick drum. If you get ready, you can come and get some. Sorry, that's the Dipset on 45th and Broadway. Okay, now I got sidetracked. Anyway, false advertisement. These motherfuckers are not open. I'm at a fucking Leaf Bar Vapes and they're closed. Look. What type of shit is that? You're ran by like the ATF, alcohol, tobacco, firearms, whatever. They should be on this shit because they're selling cigarillos, vapes, cigars, and these motherfuckers aren't open. State regulated. Welcome to the Commonwealth state of Pennsylvania. I ain't paying no taxes in this motherfucker. That's it. It's time. It's time. Let's see if there's a back entrance to this beast. To this piece. I can't stop till they kill Kev. Cigarillo outlet not open, bud. Looking like a fucking scud, bud. This nigga is a dub jub. I'm just looking to get a vape, snake. Nobody's here still? Still nobody's here? I do circles in the parking lot? You motherfucking shitballs. He's not here. This cocksuck. He's not fucking here. I'm finna put this on YouTube. So I'm gonna make a YouTube. It's gonna be called Mornings with Malone. This is real, uncut, unedited, all that stuff. This is real life of a single widowed father. My daughter's mother passed away October. Hold on, there's a couple. October, what was it? 22nd, 2019. I didn't forget. It was just like a weird, because it like happened on like early morning, late night on the 21st. That after midnight became the 22nd. Anyway, yeah, I'm one of those. Got a lovely 8-year-old daughter. Her name is Amaya, for short. And I'm a FedEx delivery driver. AKA S, the L, the A, the V, the E. It's modern day slavery. Hold up. Anyway, yeah, it's Morning with Malone's. I'm up in here. Welcome to the show. I am your host with the most, Mr. Tone Malone. AKA Tone Low. AKA Tonio. AKA that guy, AKA boss, AKA boss man. Not really a boss, but I'm the boss of this show. Huh? You hear that? No seatbelt on. I do wear my seatbelt, but in the mornings, I don't know, man. It's like that free spirit where my spirit is so free that I can't even be held down by a seatbelt. Yeah, it's that kind of stuff. Anywho, thoughts of today are starting a real estate business. So I'm in the process of trying to buy my first home. Not trying, I am going to buy my first home. First of all, you need to speak that existence because the shit is for real. I'm in a process and I'm trying to learn everything I can about investing in my first home. I'm open to taking advice and some wisdom from past home buyers. So I'm trying to learn a lot about this stuff this morning. I keep seeing now all of a sudden, you know how it is when you start, thinking of things and typing in and looking for properties, everything in your phone becomes real estate. So I woke up this morning and when I got in the car, I'm seeing this guy talk about flipping houses without $1 in your pocket, buying contracts and then selling the contracts and all this good stuff that sounds lovely to my ears. So I, of course, clicked on it. I was stuck on a video for about an hour, and I purchased the tutorial, aka the class, aka the plan to get rich, aka the blueprint. So yeah, I didn't get to read into it yet because I'm, doing this with you guys right now, and I'm on my way to the Federal Express terminal. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and what I'm trying to do right now. So I plan on purchasing that first home and also getting my feet wet with, maybe buying a contract or two. And then while I'm buying the contractor, making the money off the contract, I'm going to buy also a property to flip. At the same time, I'm buying a property for myself to live. Like I said, I'm a widowed father. My daughter's mother had passed away, so I'm the only one here. She does have support from her grandparents, which she sees them every other weekend. They're very good to her. Yeah. So, I want to make sure that she has a little bit of liquid assets into her pocket. It really sucks when these things start to go out. You could sort of taste like the coil burning. Yeah. But those are some things. When I'm doing this YouTube, I just really want this to be uncut. I want you guys to feel like you are a part of me, because that's all about me. What gets me driven is inspiring people and making old things look new, or making people with problems have none, or giving advice to people and giving hope to somebody who has none. I've been through a dark road, a struggle, and I'm a lot better than I was. So, cheers to that. Wow, look, a FedEx truck just drove by. It's so weird. I had a conversation, not a conversation, more like comment on Facebook. I pulled into work yesterday at the FedEx terminal, and as soon as I pull in there, what do I see? A 2000 and probably 22, maybe 23, Nissan Sentra midnight version. Who's driving that carro? Me, of course. It's so weird, like with the real estate thing, when you're looking for real estate, all of a sudden everything on your phone. When you buy a car, all of a sudden you're out. Like I was discussing with my cousin Flex, you see your car everywhere. It's so weird, like how things work. That's how you know there's things in life that are unexplainable, and it's way deeper, and there's more that's going on than meets the eye. That's one thing I love about life. And the everyday of excitement of trying to gain the truth and trying to, learn all the secrets, the things that you can't see, the ways of the world. Like there's ways, like these rich enlightened people, they know ways. They've sat down at the round table and discussed these ways with people, something, and most of it's not scientific. It's just like I just said before, speaking things into existence. There really is a blueprint to speaking things into existence, and that blueprint being completed. Now, it's just not like you're gonna sit there in the stars and say, tomorrow I'm gonna hit the lottery, tomorrow I'm gonna be rich, which I've tried. I'm not gonna lie, I've tried. I'm sure everybody out there has tried as well. But there are ways into speaking things. Me personally, I believe that speaking to things, you start to act on it without even consciously knowing you're acting on it. It just starts to happen. You start putting one foot in front of the other, just like walking. You know that song? Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking with me. It's one of them old Christmas, those like 3D cartoon type things. Like they had the snowman one, the abominable snowman. But yeah, your brain already thinks once you put that one step. Your brain, let's say for instance, your brain says, I'm going to make it to the top of those steps. I need to go get something in my room. You start acting on it. So your brain is doing the thinking, and your body starts going through the motions. So that's what I see on my 36 years in this world. That's what I, interpret from speaking things into an existence, and how the blueprint is fulfilled. So I used to have a good friend, and every morning he would write. I used to get in his car and I would see these sticky notes like all in his car, and I started reading them when he went into the store to get cigarettes. And I'm like, holy shit, this dude is writing down his goals. And he's like, yo, you never heard about that? You write your goals out every day and you stick it on where your speedometer is. It's somewhere you always look all the time. And it should, start to come true. Just like making a right now, okay? Before I approached the light, I knew I had to go right because I'm going to work. So my hands and my foot on the gas pedal, my hands start moving. I'm starting to make that trip. I'm starting to put that one foot in front of the other. And this is really how things work. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, what I'm telling you is the blueprint to success. And because I can't. Because I'm not there yet. It's like, a lot of people too, like, they'll give you advice on things, like they really know, like, how to do this, like how to get $1 million, and they have like 1,000 in their bank account. I like to refer it as to somebody who owns a dog, but is sitting there telling you how to maintain a cat. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, yeah, this is the blueprint, but I'm just sharing with you what I feel, my experience, and my thoughts, and the wisdom of my 36 years in this world. I'm starting to figure this out. Every day you learn something new, and I believe you'll learn something new till the day you leave this place. So I believe it definitely works, and now I'm really starting to, take act on what's going on, in my mind, and when it comes to this success thing in life. My motivation is my daughter. And anybody out there with children, if you really care about your children and their future, and you could understand what I'm saying. Every day I go to bed, I don't know about you, but the first thing that I start to think about when I lay down at night is the things that are on my mind, like the future. Now, I was telling somebody else this too. They were telling me, I take things day by day. I used to be like that, which is not a bad thing. You could take time day by day, but I started to realize that's kind of a negative way to live life, because you're straight up acting like tomorrow is not going to be here, which, granted, the true thing in life is you might not be here tomorrow. But if you look at it that way, you're not preparing for the future. I mean, there's a way to live like that in terms of what you're doing, like take a chance or take a risk, like you might not be here. But when it comes to money, and hopefully your finances on your mind, you can't just think of today, because tomorrow is gonna come, and that's the positive way you gotta look at things. Remember I told you, like, thinking things and putting one foot in front of the other. If you tell yourself that, you might start to think you're not going to be here tomorrow. You might end up with cancer and die. I mean, I'm not trying to be negative, but you see where I'm coming from? So I used to look at things that way, and I started to realize, wow, once her mother passed away, that's not a good way to look at things, especially somebody in my position. I got my daughter. Like, I can't look at things like that. It's not good. I need to be able to think, okay, well, 20 years down the line, I got to make sure I have this, and that. Like Acorns. Shout out to Acorns. It's a little investment thing for people like myself who don't know a whole lot about it. There's an invest portion of it where you can put money down and invest into, a portfolio with different kind of stocks and things like that. Or you could manually go in there and, pick certain stocks. So I started doing that, and I started seeing, it shows you a wonderful graph of how much, if you just have $10 in there, how much it'll be by the time your child is 18. So I got some of that in there, and it's a good way to see things. But as I started thinking about this, getting older and not just living for today and thinking tomorrow's not gonna come, it's not a good way, man, especially if you have kids. So You know, it's a not a good thing to live life day by day. Like I said, in a certain aspect, okay, but if you have them kiddies out there depending on you for their future, I like to think of it, not trying to put my parents down. They did the best they can, and I'm very proud of who I became and this and that, but, you know, I want to give my kid, think of it as giving your kid something you didn't have, or prepare them a little better for what you were prepared for, you know? So that's the way I look at things, and hopefully you do too. So that's another goal of mine, to inspire you parents out there, because not only am I helping you, I'm helping your children. And the children are the future. And your children are going to mix in with my child, or hopefully have more children with those children, and they're going to live in this world together that they both create, that we helped mold their brains. You understand? So it's very, very important. But that's going to do it all for today, folks. I am at my place of employment, the big FedEx terminal here, in good old Northampton, Pennsylvania. So I'll give you a little shot of that. There she blows. This place is huge. Look, a little pano view. Boom. See that there? Anyway, have a good day. Keep that hope up. Keep that optimism up. And God bless.